Hello, Bench Riders, and welcome back to the Bench Riders podcast. I'm Bucky.
I'm Amanda, and we're wearing our brand new merch.
We got our merch on today, you guys, and it's poppin'.
It's cute.
It looks so cute.
Just in time for fall.
Yep.
If you want a visual, watch us on YouTube.
Yes.
If you don't want to go over to YouTube, screw you, but I will tell you what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's a black hoodie. It says Bench Riders in pink on the front, very teeny, very tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And on the back, in big, bold letters, is our slogan.
If you don't ride it, someone else will.
And that's something to live by.
That's what we live by. Super comfy, super cute. Get yours. It'll be in our bio.
Yeah, it'll be in our bio. DM us if you want one.
Yeah.
DM us a size, and you can also DM us a color scheme. If you don't like the black, you'd rather have a pink sweatshirt, a blue, a purple. No green here. We don't like green.
No.
Let us know what color you want, and we can get it ordered for you, and you can
Yes.
start repping your merch.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry we're late. We've had just a hectic.
It's just been
couple of
so
weeks.
chaotic. Also, we did try again to record, and we're just girlies, just sweet little young girlies who
Yeah.
don't know how to record something sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't know we were gonna tell them that we've messed up again, but we did try to record 2 weeks ago now, and I just want to admit that I've made every mistake possible now, and I don't think I can make anymore. Watch me say that, and then this one doesn't record as well. But I've done everything wrong, and I think now there's no more mistakes to be made.
There's no more to be made. I think we're fine here.
So we're back.
We're all good here.
With the same stories we tried 2 weeks ago, but there hasn't been a ton of updates in the last 2 weeks in the
No.
sports world. But the ones that we have are pretty good ones.
They're good ones. But before we get into that, should we tell them what we did last night?
Oh my God. Let me backtrack. Let me take you back though. Because as student athletes, we were not allowed to dabble in the weed. And
We
so
weren't.
now as grown-ass women, we make our own decisions.
We do.
And we decided on Friday evening that there was no better option than to take half a gummy.
A weed gummy.
A weed gummy.
And it was honestly, and normally, her and I were talking, we don't like doing weed gummies because the anxiety the next day is so real for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But this time around, we took the perfect amount where we were just laughing at the dumbest things.
We were watching Selling Sunset. New season is out, everyone. We watched, I think, all the episodes that are out at the moment. Ordered a Domino's pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about what the Domino's pizza man did to us. We ordered a Domino's pizza delivery because we ain't.
We're not going nowhere.
And he pulls up to our humble abode. It's an apartment complex, so other people do live there. And we were high at this point. The gummy had hit, okay? And we walk up to the Domino's car, the white car with the Domino's sign atop. And there was a man in front of us getting his pizza taken out of the car. And my high thought was, whoa, that's our pizza.
Right.
But then I backtracked and I was like, no, Amanda, other people live here. He also could have ordered Domino's, and there's 2 separate orders here right now.
Right.
But then the man walks away with 4 pizza boxes, and the Domino's driver in the white little car yells, "Hey man, stop, man!" And I turned to Bucky, I was like, oh shit, he's got our pizza.
Yeah. We literally thought he was taking our pizza, and we didn't know how to react.
No, we were frozen in a high state of mind, what's next? I was ready to just go back.
I was going to jump on the vehicle.
Oh, okay. We had different approaches.
We had different approaches to the situation. But then we get up to the window, and he's like, I'm just messing with y'all. I told the guy I was going to do that to you.
Yeah,
Blah,
he
blah, blah.
prefaced the guy that he was going to tell him that he was taking. I think it was a form of flirting, don't you?
I feel flirted with.
I feel flirted with as well.
and I feel better about it.
But he picked the wrong high bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did not process in my brain.
No. But anyway, so it's a fun little Friday evening. But now we're here on a Saturday ready to record for you guys.
Yeah, we're doing this on a Saturday. We know that you guys out there need to ride the bench, and so we're here to deliver Saturday morning.
I can't lie. So do we.
So do we.
We missed it. So we're back.
We're back. Okay.
Let's get into it.
Let's
Mandy,
dive right in.
Mandy Lynn, let's dive right in.
And of course, we're starting off with Taylor and Travis.
Yes.
And when we recorded this 2 weeks ago, she had just attended her 4th Chiefs game. She had went to a pre-game party where she was photographed with former player Bernie Kosar and was living it up in Kansas City yet again for her 4th game. Okay, she was in a suite with Brittany and Jackson Mahomes. And honestly, all of this is irrelevant now because new news has broken.
What is it?
I'm gonna tell you. Okay. Sit back, relax, and listen to me speak. So that's why that was demanding. That was sorry.
No way. You just.
Sorry.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't know what's come upon me. It's a Saturday type of mood. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, this last weekend, It was Travis's publicist's birthday. Her name
yes.
is Pia Malihi, I believe. And what happened is she reposted on her own private Instagram account a picture from her friend who posted, "Happy birthday, Pia, like you're my Roman Empire." And the middle of this collage that she made was a photo from Us Weekly where it was Taylor in one of the suites and Pia was in the back because she's his publicist. Now the friend has decided to put a clown emoji over Taylor Swift's face.
Was it the friend or was it Pia though?
It was the friend. The friend actually came forward to Dumois and like claimed like, this was me, it was my bad, like I just picked the wrong emoji, I didn't mean to pick the clown emoji, which you know how much thought goes into a emoji that you send, don't you? Picking a clown,
that is a purposeful act.
You don't put a clown emoji, you don't even send a clown emoji for no reason. Like if you're using that emoji, it means war. It does.
It does.
But the friend came out to Dumois saying that was not Pia's fault, it was my fault. But Pia reposted it to her story. So then there was rumors that Pia was trying to say that the person who runs her Instagram account like reposted it and didn't see the clown emoji, which Pia only had 3,000 followers at the time. Like it's not like she needs someone to run her personal Instagram.
Right.
Some people are speculating that Pia might be in love with Travis. I mean,
I saw that speculation that they like had hooked up at one point, and then like Travis obviously is like just, you know, being a single man, like hooking up with other girls, and like so she's like feeling some type of way about this Taylor situation.
That's all alleged. Nothing has been confirmed as to why, but now that you bring that up, something else that I didn't even think about until just now also happened this week, in which it was news broke that his ex Kayla Nicole had come out and said that they were hooking up, her and Travis, on and off still post the breakup, all the way up until he started talking to Taylor and he ghosted her for Taylor. So she's a little
They've been
pissed.
hooking up since?
Like they share custody with their dogs and she would come and drop off their dogs at his house and they would hook up when she would drop off the dogs. Which,
oh my God.
He's a single man. People hook up with their exes. They do.
They do, but that's like kind of like if you want to get back together with your ex, like I feel like whether they're your ex or not, there's going to be feelings involved.
Yeah.
Like they shared a lot of history together.
5 years.
So like just a hookup is not possible.
Yeah, so she was a little upset because she was basically saying that she got ghosted by him for Taylor, and which is where all her angst is coming from. And she said she's okay, she's in therapy, all this stuff. But yeah, it came out that they were
oh my God, I did not hear that.
Yeah. So that's another piece of the story. Now, going back to the Pia story, so that broke. Pia removed like 2,000 followers from her Instagram. So like she only has like 800 followers now, like probably just people she knows. Like she got rid of like people she doesn't know. After all of this. The Swifties want her fired. The Swifties are up in arms that she would disrespect Taylor like this.
Yeah.
But it begs the question, why? Okay, it happened. I don't care that it happened. I want to know why it happened because Pia and Pia's friend know exactly why that happened. Was the friend really just an idiot and thought it'd be funny to put a clown emoji over Taylor? Is Pia actually in love with him? Or does Taylor think this is real and it's not?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And I don't want to speculate anymore because I've honestly had so much intake of this Taylor and Travis and I don't really care what's going on. I think it's interesting to follow, but like if they're real, if they're fake, I don't really care. I think it's fun to watch for now, so we'll see it all unfold. But so that happened. We have no answers from it. But 2 days later, it seems in an attempt to cover up what happened with Pia, because you know the publicists are the ones that go to magazines and break stories. Like when they say a source, it's a publicist.
Yeah.
So 2 days later, an article broke on Page 6 that Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift's best friend, has said that she thinks Taylor and Travis are moving too fast and is concerned about their relationship. And that didn't come from Taylor or from Selena, it came from a source.
Yeah.
A source being, was it Pia? Was it Pia's friend?
Yeah, they don't
in
know
the
who the
industry?
source is, so that's a little fishy.
It was a little fishy. And then after that story, another Page 6 article broke saying that Travis's family was, quote, like, concerned, or like some negative word,
right,
about his safety in the relationship.
Yeah.
And it was like, though they're happy that he's happy, they have major concerns about this relationship.
Well, we'll see what happens with it. To be honest with you, it's gotten to a point where it's so overdone. Like I know the Swifties are like so concerned with it, but now it's kind of like, okay, it's either they're gonna make it or they're not. And who knows? At this point, I feel like it's not a publicity thing. Like, I feel like it is a genuine relationship. So, I don't know.
Well, he's playing in Germany this week. He's playing the Dolphins. Alex Earl will be in attendance, and we will find out if Taylor's there as well.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, we're going to talk now about Sophia Bush and Ashlyn Harris. Yes. And I believe we did touch on them our last episode, just talking about the messiness that was how they got together. Because if you don't remember from our last episode, Ashlyn Harris was married to Ali Krieger, and they have 2 really cute kids together, and they're getting divorced after 4 years of marriage. But the timing of it is really weird because Sophia and Ashlyn met like on a film festival committee. Yeah, and like festival. It was in June, and like immediately after Ashlyn returned from it, she's like, I want a divorce.
There's been articles that have come out since basically saying like people that were there at the Canes Music Festival can confirm that they were like very touchy-feely, very flirty at this festival.
Yeah. I feel like, can I say something?
You can say it.
I feel like this type of drama is a lot more common with like same-sex couples.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
I feel like for whatever reason, like the cheating and the kind of like, or like the blurred lines seems to happen a little bit more frequently. And I don't know, that's not bashing anyone that is into that. Like, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying like, especially because as women, we're a lot more in touch with our feelings. Like, so I feel like it's more common for another woman to go after another woman and cheat, or like to like blow up if there's a cheating scandal.
Yeah. And it can also be disguised as like friendship.
Yes.
Which like when you have a male-female relationship, it's normally of the sexual nature. So like if your significant other was even talking in a friendly way to someone of the opposite sex, it's like more threatening. And then in same-sex couples,
you can't be like, no, you can't be friends with a girl.
Yeah, because you can use the excuse of like, she's just my friend.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's really blurry and messy, but anyway, whatever. So Ashlyn filed from divorce from Ali Krieger, and like all of Ali Krieger's fans, and literally I think a lot of people are on Ali Krieger's side with this. Like they're up in arms about her.
And what I hate about this is that Ashlyn Harris is a bench rider like ourselves.
She is a bench rider.
She does play for the U.S. national team, but she played like 4 minutes the entire like U.S. tour or whatever they call it. And Ali, her ex-wife, was like a superstar, best player on the team. Like she's giving the bench riders a bad rap, and for that
she needs to rep us better because we don't do shit like that, Ashlyn.
For that, I'm anti-Ashlyn. I'm gonna say it here. You can't be riding this way.
No, you can't.
You cannot.
You've got to be riding the right way.
Yeah, there's a
way
to ride. Or
someone else will.
Wait, we just made new merch.
Ride it the right way.
Yeah. Tell us if you like that better. We'll switch it up.
So anyway, there's drama there. As of right now, I believe Sophia Bush and Ashlyn Harris are still seeing each other. Ali Krieger is being a boss ass bitch like she always is. Like she looks so good. She looks fine. Like she is an amazing soccer player, great mom. Like she's got no worries in the world right now.
Yeah.
But I'd be curious to see like if this Sophia Bush, Ashlyn Harris relationship will really blossom into anything else, or if it's just, I feel like it's Sophia Bush's fling post-divorce, because she was the one getting divorced from her husband first. Yeah, because
it kind of feels like she was getting divorced anyway, just because it didn't work, and then it kind of feels like Ashlyn, like, because Ashlyn, too, is of the age of, like, One Tree Hill is God.
Yeah.
So she probably, like, is like, oh, shit, I have a shot with Sophia Bush from One Tree Hill, and, like, absolutely taking her shot, and I feel like it'll fade for Sophia, but who knows? I wish just everyone in this situation happiness. I'm just feeling a little tension coming from the women's soccer team at the moment.
Oh, 100%.
People don't talk about enough, like, people of the same sex dating each other on teams.
Yeah.
I guess it's honestly, though, comparable to, like, dating someone in your workplace. Like, they work together.
Yeah.
And they're on the same team, and it's technically work. But something about, like, dating a teammate is, like, a little off to me.
Yeah.
To you or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird just because, like, when you said that, I had flashbacks to our basketball. I had our basketball team in college that was, like, kind of intermingling from time to time. Yeah. And it's just, like again, the blurred lines. It's weird. And then your teammates are like, if you guys are on like a tiff, like what side do they get on?
And it
like
happens a lot. It happens
it
in
does.
the WNBA. It happened on one team that I played on in high school.
Yeah.
And there was like a love triangle, and I was the person they would tell all this information to, and then I could tell when there was contention, and it brought the whole vibe. Like, as girls, you wear your heart on your sleeve. Like, if you're dating each other and something's wrong in the dugout, you're
gonna know mid game.
You're gonna know and you're gonna lose. So let's put that in check.
Okay.
Next up. So Justin Herbert is rumored to have been dating NFL reporter Taylor Bisciotti since 2021. Now, this is just a rumor.
Yeah.
And no, it's not
It still hasn't
Biscotti
been
cookie.
confirmed.
No, not confirmed. This is all speculated by the fans, and they really don't have much to go off of. I don't know why this has become a rumor, but like Barstool Sports reported on it. They follow each other on Instagram. She's an NFL reporter. There's videos of her interviewing him after his games in SoFi Stadium in LA. And then there have been pictures that have surfaced of Justin with a girl of her similar stature and hair color, and people like just pieced it together and are speculating that they've been together for this long.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about that is that it's like so private, and if they have been dating since 2021, like that's a very impressive. Like these
That's
videos
a long amount of time.
Yeah, and these videos that have surfaced, like they act so like nonchalant, like you would never know that they're even like flirting. Like it's almost like they turn the switch on of like no sexual activity between like a wall. But on top of that, he's 25, like you and I.
Yeah.
And she is 32.
That is a pretty big age gap. 7 years?
Yeah, 7 years.
Now, you know, when we did our episode about how like a lot of NFL quarterbacks, they tend to settle.
Yeah.
So not settle. Oops.
Oops.
What's the right word? Settle down. Settle down. I said settle instead of settle down. Hey,
shots taken.
I'm just saying.
No.
But they tend to settle down early.
Yeah.
And so if this rumor is true, Taylor Bisciotti isn't obviously, she is well developed into her career.
Yeah.
Her next step would be a family unit.
Yeah.
Because she's a little bit older than him. And he's young and probably looking for that. So like this could be like the real deal here.
Yeah, it could be. And I don't think like you said, because he's a quarterback and like the NFL kind of pushes for them to settle and settle down.
Yeah. Settle.
Yeah, I think he might be looking for that at the moment, and I don't think he'd just be wasting his time, especially for 2 years.
Yeah.
Dating. And she's a hot girl. Like she is a gorgeous blonde. Look her up. Follow her on Instagram. Here's a plug.
Give her
for
some
Taylor.
love.
The Taylors are winning in the NFL.
Yeah, they are.
Damn.
The Taylors have made their year.
Another dub for the Taylors. Yeah. Okay. Next up.
All right. So we're going to move into the newest Skims campaign. And I have a pair of Skims. Do you?
I do, but I cannot find it.
Oh, really?
I've lost her.
Oh my God, that's sad.
I know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know.
I know what I'm getting Amanda for Hanukkah.
These things got to be held in place somehow.
They do.
Yeah. Sorry.
God. So, speaking of Skims and holding things in place, Kim Kardashian has started a new Skims Men campaign that features world-renowned athletes. And if you did not know this, I don't know how you missed this, because there are some tasty men in this new campaign.
It is a campaign that will make you slip right out of your chair.
Oh my God. We will just be slipping and sliding.
Slipping and sliding.
Slipping and sliding. It is Skims for Hims.
Skims for Hims.
We love Skims for Hims.
I love that.
Yeah, I know. So the shapewear. Amanda really likes that line.
Like it's so stupid that it's
genius. Yeah.
Skims for Hims. Like duh. Obviously.
I know. So they branched into men's underwear when this launched, announcing the news with a star-studded campaign, including people like the San Francisco 49ers defensive lineman Nick Bosa, who is so scrumdiddlyumptious.
Oh, fine.
Oklahoma City Thunder point guard, is it Shea or Shy? Shay. I'm going to say Shay.
Yeah.
Shay Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay.
And Brazilian soccer star Neymar, who was on our OG podcast episode.
Neymar with the 3 golden rules.
Yes.
I wonder if his wife knows he did this campaign.
She has to have.
has to.
No kissing.
Guys, I strongly recommend you stop this podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and then go look up this campaign, because it is like a magical scene.
Yeah, magical.
Do it not in front of your boyfriend, I recommend.
Yeah. Because he'll be like,
insecurities.
He'll be like, why are you sliding off the couch right now?
Yeah, no. Oh. Come back.
So the line dropped October 26th. So if you're looking for a Christmas present for your boo thing, You can get it for him. And the underwear,
I
know. The underwear ranges in price from $16 to $54.
Affordable.
So,
Kim, what are you doing?
I don't know. Kim is just my favorite.
She's on. Okay, speaking of Kim.
Yeah.
Skims for hims.
Skims for hims.
And for hers.
Yeah.
Are the official partner of the NBA, WNBA, and USA Basketball as well now.
That is crazy.
I made a TikTok earlier. I'm like in a TikTok era where I'm just making like stupid videos and like I'm finding it very fun. So I'm just going to move right past that. But I made a video earlier this week.
That's all I have to say about that.
I made a video basically saying like women are infiltrating sports from the inside out. Mm-hmm. And I'm loving this era.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it. Kim's doing it with Skims for Hims and taking over the NBA.
Yep.
Taylor's doing it by crushing Travis's little tiny heart.
Yeah.
Alex Earl's doing the same thing with NFL Man.
It's wonderful.
We're doing the same thing here. Like, I'm loving this takeover of sports by women.
Yeah. It's great.
Because boys don't deserve to have nice things. We all know this.
This is true.
And the only thing that they love in this life is sports.
And themselves.
And themselves. And so what we need to do is go in and rip it out.
Rip out.
The inside out.
And that's how she feels about that, everyone.
And it starts with Kim Kardashian and the NBA.
Yeah, it does.
Really does.
If there's anyone that's going to do it for us, it's going to be her.
It's gonna be her. So thank you, Skims
Thank
for
you.
Hims. I will be purchasing for someone. No.
We can't? Okay, fine. We can't. Anyway, guys, if you want Amanda to spill the tea, just like comment, like, and subscribe because Amanda has some tea that she needs to spill.
Okay, what about this? If we get to 1,000 followers on Instagram, I will spill the tea. We're at like 162, so we have a ways to go.
You what?
Okay, fine.
Fine, no, 1,000. I like this goal.
Because I want 1,000 followers.
All right, we need to get 1,000 followers, but she is. It's not. I'm not leading you on here, people. I don't do that. Unlike most people. This is legit news, and so you want to hear it. You do want to hear it. Okay.
Okay. Next. Okay, so a couple weeks ago now, since we've recorded this twice.
Yes.
The WNBA Las Vegas Aces won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the news is that Tom Brady is now an official owner of the Las Vegas Aces. I hate when I mess up the titles because that's like the lead-in to the story.
All right. Let's rewind, and I want you to try that again.
Tom Brady is now an official part owner of the Las Vegas Aces.
Woohoo!
I know.
Way to go, Tommy boy.
So he was in talks back in March about purchasing part of the Aces, and it came to fruition on October 2nd that he was accepted as one of the owners, and then they won the championship on October 18th. So just 16 days later, he was a championship owner.
That is very cool.
It's cool, but what I like about it is his reason for buying the Aces, because some of you out there are like, Tom, you work for Delta, and you're in enterprise commercials.
Tom does it all. He has been a busy, busy man since retirement.
He is, and I think that will lead us into our next story. Yes, it will, but I will get back to that.
Okay.
So, why do you want to own a WNBA team?
Why? Tell us, Amanda.
Tell us.
Surely you know.
I know. And here's his quote directly from Tom's butthole mouth. Quote, sorry. No, because this was a positive story about Tom. I'm sorry. Directly from Tom.
I just like the choice of adjective there.
You know, some people have
noun.
like
Noun. It's not noun.
Butthole mouth.
A
Some people have
butthole.
that like this. Okay, sorry. So, from his mouth, he said, quote, "My love for women's sports began at a young age when I would tag along to my older sister's games. They were by far the best athletes in our house. We celebrated their accomplishments together as a family, and they remain a great inspiration to me. I have always been a huge fan of women's sports, and I admire the work that the Aces players, staff, and the WNBA continue to do to grow the sport and empower the future generations of athletes. To be able to contribute in any way to that mission as a member of the Aces organization is an incredible honor."
That's so like wholesome.
It's so wholesome, and I think we need, this is, if we're going to uplift women's sports, this is how we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to get successful male athletes on board and lift them up that way. Like, I think I said this last week when it didn't record, but like what Kobe was going to do for the WNBA was going to like completely change the trajectory of how it was going to go. And I think Tom doing this, and like there were tons of celebrities at the championship game. Like Jason Sudeikis was there, Tom Brady was there.
Yeah, I think a combination of, I don't want to say just him, but I think a combination of him and like the strong women that are now, first off, there's always been amazing players, but like some really great upcoming players, along with Kim partnering with it and bringing all this female energy into these things. Like,
see?
Yeah.
Females infiltrating
we love you guys.
Inside out. Pussy power.
Pussy power.
Okay, so speaking of Tom and him being busy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wait, this is a great segue.
It was perfect. Tom Brady and Irina Shayk have officially called it quits after 4 months of dating, which we all saw coming, I think.
I think we did.
We knew this was not super stable. Like, he was rumored to be flirting with Kim. I love how everything comes full circle. Like, all the people that we talk about come full circle.
That is very true. We talk about like a handful of people, and they're all doing other people within our people circle.
Yeah. Get away from our people. We want more people. So basically what happened is there's 2 quotes. The first quote goes, quote.
Oh.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I don't know. We did have a drink at lunch.
That's what it was.
Yeah, we did. From
First quote was quote.
Can you let me quote?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Quote. They both keep having obligations and it was getting more difficult to be in the same city at the same time. That was the quote.
Are you kidding me?
That was a quote. That was the first quote. So, okay, so what I'm telling you, and that was to People Magazine. So the first quote is just saying that it was an amicable split. They were both too busy and didn't have time to hang out with each other. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting is a couple of days after that article came out, the Daily Mail, who was less reliable, but still reliable-ish, came out and said that Tom Brady called it off because he wasn't able to give her his full attention.
Okay.
So someone from Tom's camp is now coming in and saying, no, it was actually Tom because he's too busy with Delta and the Aces and Enterprise, and
neither of them want to say that they were the one that got broken up with, which I understand because that is a little bit of like an ego
that
hit.
happens sometimes though, where it's like both of them are 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and one person has to be the one to start the conversation of like, hey, I don't really think this is like going anywhere. I'm a little busy. And then the other person's like, yeah, no,
you know what?
too.
I'm busy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So either way, they're over. They're both back on the market. I think we had said that we think that Irina wants to get back with Bradley Cooper.
I think she does.
He is in heavy with Gigi.
Oh,
Hadid.
is he?
They have been like dating now for like 2 months, and they're spotted out all the time.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, because like when I initially saw them out together, I was like, oh, cute. Like he's having a little fling because Irina's having a little fling, but it seems like that's not the case.
We'll see if it lasts longer now that they've broken up, but they were spotted out this week together.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, Irina.
I know.
Okay.
And I guess Tom's gonna be single because he don't got time for it.
He doesn't have the time.
Nope.
Speaking of not having the time.
Sure.
Actually, no, that's not a good segue. How can I do this? How can I do this? Hold on.
Okay. Let those juices
Speaking
flow.
of
men.
Let's talk about some cheating scandals, shall we?
Yes.
There we go. Okay, so this has been in the news now for a couple weeks, but University of Michigan football is in this big sign stealing cheating scandal. And if you didn't know, which I really didn't know, to be honest with you, apparently it's not good to steal signs.
It's not good.
It's not good, but like people do it all the time. So I didn't realize like how deep this story gets, which we'll get to. But like I'm just thinking back to like our softball days and like even in baseball and like football. Like if like my idea of sign stealing is like you're playing the team, you see the sign, there's flashing, you write it down.
Yeah.
But this goes much deeper than that because Michigan has suspended an analyst. His name is Connor Stallions with pay.
What a sick name.
Connor Stallions.
Come on, Stallions.
I know, that's a great last name.
Really good.
But he was suspended with pay on October 20th for the duration of the investigation. I believe this investigation is still ongoing.
With pay? That's like kind of amazing.
Yeah. I know. Good for him, right? Yeah, but alleged sign stealing. So he was identified as a person of interest whose computer access was gained by the NCAA, and he was hired by Michigan in 2022 to be an off-field analyst. Now, where this problem arises is that Connor was being a naughty boy.
And a stupid boy.
And a stupid boy at that because he got caught. But he was buying tickets to more than 30 games, a lot of them Big Ten, which is the conference that Michigan is in, and used illegal technology to steal these signs. And so it's just kind of silly because he would write them down in this like Google Doc called the Michigan Manifesto, and he's just making it pretty easy to trace.
Not to mention his Venmo where he would pay these people was public.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you boys right now, if you're listening, the number one place your girl and ex-girl is checking is your fucking Venmo.
Yeah. Venmo's a good one.
You think. We're going to your Venmo.
Yeah.
I know who you're dating immediately after me from your Venmo.
Yeah. This is true. This is so true.
PSA, lock your Venmo. And PSA, if you're going to cheat smarter.
I don't even want to give him that little hint, though. Like, I almost want to keep that to ourselves.
Shoot, should we cut it?
No, it's okay. If they're smart enough to listen this far in, then you're welcome.
If we got male riders, they can know the sauce. Yeah, that's crazy. And it's going to spiral into this whole big, because like you said, everyone cheats.
Everyone is cheating.
He was just stupid enough to get caught.
Yes. And he was stupid enough to get caught. And there's already been a lot of heat surrounding Michigan with Jim Harbaugh because he got suspended for a game or two because of how he was recruiting kids.
Yeah.
So, like, I think there's already traction. And so they took a step further and then they caught that. Mm-hmm. So that's just kind of like shitty luck for them. But I feel like every team cheats.
Yeah. Well, I think something else has come out since then where it's like, other teams were in on it with Michigan. Like the other teams, I forget who they were like paying Michigan to get the signs that they had already stolen from the teams they were going to go play. So it's become even deeper, and like it's going to be a full blown, like we're mid college football season right now, so nothing's going to happen right now.
Yeah.
Not to mention Michigan's like undefeated and like number 1 in the country right now, which is like adds to like the whole narrative. But this is going to be a whole like investigation in off season because it's too much to investigate while this is all still happening.
Right. I agree.
So between this season and next season, I feel like a lot of things are going to change in college football.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But Connor Stalions, man.
He learned his lesson. Unfortunately, he won't. I mean,
he best not cheat on a girl.
The shitty thing for him is like he won't be back to coach in any sort of form because people know he's associated with this scandal.
No, actually, I heard the opposite. I heard he has like people from the NFL reaching out to him now because he's clearly really good at his job. He just was like, they need to train him how to be secretive about it. That, and Dave Portnoy has tweeted and like said, hey, Connor Stalions, we love a trooper. Like if you want to work at Barstool, I'm extending an offer right now.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I recant my statement.
Connor will be fine.
I'll be fine. Hey, good for you, Connor.
Good for you, Connor.
So cheating prevails. Cheating prevails yet again.
Yet again.
All right, moving on to some more messiness.
Yeah.
Kim Zolciak and Kroy Bierman, you know them, you love them. We've reported on them forever now. They were spotted at the airport together, but she sleeps in the basement. And what does this mean? I'll tell you.
Please debunk it for us.
Recently, Kim and Kroy went to a judge, and the judge ordered that Kim and Kroy need to live in separate spaces within the house that they share in this like huge mansion.
Yeah.
So they have to live in different parts of the house because they've been fighting so much. And we were trying to figure out like what those spaces are. So Kim gets exclusive use of the basement and the nanny suite. So
It's not just a basement.
Not just a basement. She also gets a nanny suite. But Kroy, he must remain in the master bedroom.
Poor Kroy.
Poor Kroy.
In their $6 million mansion master bedroom.
Yeah.
Where's the nanny sleep?
I don't know. She must probably be fired at this point. Yeah. They're running low on their money, allegedly. The quote goes on to say, neither party shall enter the other party's individually awarded space in the marital residence without permission. Also, they are ordered not to eavesdrop when the other is parenting and spending time with their children.
Well, how are we checking this, though? Like, who is in the home that is like, Kroy, get your ear off that door?
I know.
How do we, like, fact check what they're doing?
I feel like they're so messy, though. Like, if one were to catch the other eavesdropping, they would call the police.
Oh,
they were eavesdropping on me. Like, little children.
There's always something new with them. I'm glad they're in separate rooms, I guess, but I feel like we should just pull the trigger and have separate homes. Like, why is one of them not living with their parents or, like, in an apartment, or like I know they're like in financial woes, but like why are we still in the same home?
Right. They just need to get out of there. They need to sell the damn home. That's our take.
Period.
Yes.
On God. Sorry. Okay, next story. So this trigger warning does touch on sexual assault, but the takeaway from it, on top of that being horrible, and there's no conclusion to that, so we don't really have to get into the logistics of it quite yet, but Dwight Howard has confirmed that he is into men via a sexual assault allegation that is now going on.
Yeah.
So basically, there's a man from Georgia named Stephen Harper who Dwight Howard met on social media. Okay. I think that Stephen slid into Dwight Howard's DMs And these are all things you can Google. I won't read them here just because they're kind of graphic, but you can Google the DMs and you can Google the text because they're released in the court documents now. But basically, this man slid into Dwight Howard's DMs. They talked back and forth. It got sexual. They started sending nudes. They took their relationship
on
offline.
the DMs.
I'm not sure. I think eventually they exchanged numbers.
Okay.
I don't know where it happened, but it eventually became a phone number situation, exchanged nudes, and then Dwight Howard invited this man over to his home in Georgia to have sex, basically. And this is all proven in these texts. And now through the sexual assault case, Dwight has confirmed that he's into men because he's denying the claims, but he is saying that he did engage in, quote, consensual sexual activity with Harper, but he denies causing any injury or mental whatever tarnish. So basically he's saying, we had sex, but like none of the sexual assault happened.
It was consensual. Something interesting that I heard about him, well, first off, he has like 5 kids with a bunch like different females. So it's looking like he's bi. Maybe like this has allowed him to come out and be open about that.
Which is good.
But
this is a horrible
way for it to come out. But also I heard this, and this is from a third party, like not like a real source, but I was talking with someone the other day about this specific story. And so Dwight Howard, played in the NBA, and he got injured. He couldn't play because of a groin injury. And rumors were swirling that wasn't from a game, but because he had like an orgy. Like he got injured during an orgy.
What?
And like he couldn't play because of like ripping his groin.
Oh my God. Some of the texts do allude, like he basically says in the text, like, I'm into freaky shit. So I wouldn't put that past him. And there has been in the past like speculation of him being gay. But he has outwardly said, no, I'm not.
Okay.
So this is him kind confirming it without confirming it. Excuse me. That was horrible timing.
Excuse me. I love how you said that.
Excuse me. But to wrap it up, Howard has asked the court to dismiss the civil lawsuit filed against him, and they're still going through it as we speak. It's an ongoing process. There hasn't been a result yet because Harper is claiming that this did happen, and he has receipts from text messages and Ubers that place him at Dwight's home. And it's just one of those tough cases where it's a he said. So
yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And with that,
that's so progressive of you, and it is, and it's true.
And with that,
onwards we roll.
Let's roll, baby. So we talked about him a lot today, and so I thought it'd only be fair that we break down Tom Brady's dating history.
He's an interesting little guy, or I think he's not little.
He's a big guy.
He's a big guy.
He's a big boy.
I just think of men as little.
We should. Not just their peens,
just like
but their little egos.
So
fragile. And
we're turning back into our haterade. No. Like we're turning back into like
what is it? Because honestly, I will tell everyone right now, I'm not mad at men right now.
No,
but I'm still mad at them just as a general.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird. I need to go to talk to a therapist.
I think I need to talk to a therapist as well. We should go to the same one.
What if we did joint therapy?
Like a couple?
They would charge out the wazoo for us to go together.
Can I pause before you break down his history? Yeah. If you guys can't see our outfits together right now, we look exactly the same.
I had my outfit on first, and she said, no, I had my shoes on first, and you said, oh my gosh, I'm going to wear my same shoes that I have that are exactly like yours that I ordered after you already got yours. That's not what she said, but that's exactly what
we look the exact same. And I'm just laughing at me and Amanda because if you don't know me and Amanda, like, we have spent too much time, like not in a bad way. We just spend too much time together that we are literally almost the same person at this point. Like we dress the same. We want to go to therapy together. Today at lunch, I announced that I don't want to leave her as a roommate.
Yeah,
like
she said it was actually adorable.
It was actually a discussion that I said, no, like you have to be my roommate forever.
Yeah,
like
we make sound effects at the same time in the same tone. It's like actually very interesting. We should get a case study done. We should get
studied because it's weird.
Yeah, no, it's odd, but
Anyway, so Tom Brady?
Part of his dating history is very famous, and some of it's not, so I just wanted to walk you through the ladies that have sat in the lap of Tom.
Oh, sign me up.
Sign me up next, baby. So, actually don't. I'm not I don't know. Something about him.
How the turntables.
Well, I like Tom Brady, but he's not my type.
No, he's not my type either.
No.
Whose type is he, though?
Well, these ladies.
Okay, let's...
First up, Layla Roberts in 2002. She is a Playboy model. And there's not much on their relationship other than they were linked in 2002. Okay? Then, later in 2002, he was linked to actress Tara Reid, who I do know because I've been watching Special Forces, which is that reality show where celebrities go on and do Special Forces training. And she was on it this season.
Okay.
And she, oh my God, she was like actually so funny to watch because she's so tiny and little. She couldn't even carry the backpack that they gave them.
Oh, really?
And she was out within like 2 episodes. She was like, I can't handle this. And she's just like, take me back to my mansion.
Yeah.
But he dated Tara Reid, actress from Sharknado, I wrote down, amongst other things, I'm sure, but I wrote down Sharknado. And she said that her and Tom definitely kissed and added that he is a good kisser and good looking, but didn't offer anything else about the relationship.
Okay.
Then, this is where it gets interesting. So after her, he dated Bridget Moynihan, okay? She is an actress, most known for Sex and the City.
Okay.
And they dated in 2004 all the way through 2006.
Okay.
So keep this in mind.
Decent
2
amount
years.
of time.
But they had a son together named Jack in 2007. Timeline isn't timelining, is it, Bucky?
Something's a little off.
And you want to know what happened?
Sure.
He was already dating Giselle when Bridget found out that she was expecting his kid. So
that was a quick little timeline.
Yeah. So he dated Bridget from 2004 to 2006 and then met Giselle in 2006 through mutual friends, okay? And they were obviously married up until 2022, very recently.
Yeah.
But 2 months into their relationship, he had to tell Giselle, oh, my ex-girlfriend is now expecting my child. So I actually have a quote from Giselle that says, quote, 2 months into our relationship, Tom told me that his ex-girlfriend was pregnant. The very next day, the news was everywhere, and I felt my world had been turned upside down.
Oh, my God. Especially after dating someone for just 2 months.
Yeah.
A lot of people, myself included, would take that news and run. Run.
It, like, speaks volumes for Giselle that she was able to work past that, but especially, like, 2 months is when you're, like, mad at them at all times.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Like, any little thing they do wrong is, like, we could be done at any second.
Yeah.
So if my boyfriend of 2 months told me that his ex was pregnant with his kid.
Oh, it's done, so we're done.
Out. Giselle.
Yeah, so shout out to Giselle. What a strong woman.
What a strong lady, because she continued on with their relationship for another 14 years after this. So Tom has his son Jack with Bridget Moynihan and has 2 kids with Giselle because they met in 2006. Got married in 2009, had 2 kids together, and then just divorced in 2022, which we're all very familiar with.
Yeah. I was sad about that. Like, I was hoping that would, not that I really cared that much, but they seemed like a good power couple.
They did.
But she gave up a lot for him. Yeah. And he just kept going and going and going with the sport.
Yeah.
And, like, she's like, dude, just fucking give it a rest.
I almost feel like she got the ick from him.
Yeah, I feel like she did.
When he retired and then was like, never mind, just kidding, can't let it go.
Yeah.
Like, that would give me the biggest
That
ick.
gave me the ick.
Yeah.
When he couldn't give it a rest.
Yeah. He's won so many Super Bowls. He has all this money. Like, retiring would have been his best move. And I feel like when he went back and was like, just kidding, 1 more year.
Yeah.
She was like, absolutely ew.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Get out of my home.
Exactly.
And fun fact that I love about their relationship is that Giselle is worth way more money than him.
I know she is, and like I didn't know that actually.
She's an international supermodel.
Yeah, she is. And I actually, this is funny. I was on TikTok last night and I saw like someone had like compiled all these videos of her runway walk. Mm-hmm. And did you know that she like syncs her runway walk with whoever she's passing by? So like the pace of how they're walking, she will match it. Like, so she is like,
she's a magician.
She's top tier. She is, it's so good. I'll have to show you the video. Like she like matches them perfectly every time.
I love that for Giselle.
Yeah,
no wonder she's getting the big bucks.
Yeah.
I want her to find someone like amazing.
I do too. And she actually, she just moved somewhere too. I just saw
she did.
in Miami, I think.
Yeah, and there were rumors about her and her like yoga instructor or something. I don't know
her jiu-jitsu. Her jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So after Giselle, he obviously dated Irina Shayk for 4 months and they're over now. So he's now single. I'm very interested because he's just like one of the most famous people, honestly, in America at least. And like, I'm so interested to see who he dates next. He's clearly into models because all of these girls are of model adjacency.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
So I'm wondering if he's going to go rogue and go for Kim, if there's any legs to those rumors, if he's going to go and like date someone off the grid. There was also rumors at one point a couple months ago that he was dating a very famous influencer. Do you remember that? It was like a fitness influencer. She was blonde.
Very vaguely. I do remember
but
that.
Obviously that didn't come to fruition. But I do think it's going to be someone that takes us all by surprise. Like, throw out who you think is going to be next for Tom Brady.
Ashlyn Harris. And Sophia Bush.
And
the trio.
The first celebrity trio. No.
Polygamy. Tom Brady does it all, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Tom Brady is not too busy for polygamy. You heard it.
The Mormons are his biggest fan.
Oh my God. I don't even want to put out a guess because I like that one too much. Tom, Ashlyn, and Sophia coming to you 2024. Okay. So that's Tom Brady.
Yeah, it is.
Let's move on to our Bachelor of the Week.
Let's talk about him.
Let's talk about him.
He's a little cutie.
He's so cute to me. So his name is Casey Schmidt. He's 24 from
San Diego. He's a little bit young.
We say that, but we're literally 25.
I know.
Because men mature slower, and that's a fact. You can't come at me for that. That is
like when you say 24, I think 14.
Yeah, and that's illegal.
And we can't do that.
So he's 24 from San Diego, California. He plays third base for the San Francisco Giants in the MLB. He went to San Diego State for college, and the best thing about him is his goofy personality. And you might ask me, Amanda,
how do you know?
How do I know?
That he's just so goofy.
Well, Bucky, thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
So I did some research on our boy Casey, and basically there's a couple different articles about him overcoming like turmoil in his life. And basically what happened, this is a very sad story, is that when he was like 4 or 5, him and his brother were out in the backyard of their home, and their dad was fixing like the patio roof. And he fell off the ladder and hit and like cracked his head open on the ground. Yeah. And obviously they took him to the hospital, and the dad was in a coma for like months. And the two boys saw this happen. He was in a coma for months. And when he woke up, he's okay now. Thank God he's fine.
Okay, good.
But when he woke up, he remembered everyone in his family except for Casey. He couldn't recognize.
How does that this is so interesting to me because your brain is so intricate, and so how did he hit it just right so that he is the only person he couldn't remember?
I know.
That's wild.
Maybe it has to do with like, I'm not sure if he was the older or younger brother, but maybe he'd like known him less because he was younger and like,
yeah, that's
true. I don't know. It's crazy. It's a crazy story, but basically his dad didn't remember him, and so he had this whole trauma growing up. He obviously eventually like did, and like it's okay now, but like there was a time in his life as a very young boy that his dad didn't remember him because of this. And like just in all these articles, everyone was so amazed with how good of a personality and happy and like goofy he is, having gone through something like that. Yeah, which is my green flag. Like just like that is just like a heartwarming story.
Yeah, who can come out of trauma like that and be okay and funny, like. Shout out to you.
Successful, good. Like he just has it all going for him. Yeah. So green flag, and for that reason, he has no red flags.
Oh yay, Casey!
Yeah. I'm gonna give him the big old Zippo on red flags.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give him his Instagram handle though, so you can go stalk him. Yeah. It's at Casey CASEY Schmidt SCHMITT.
Yes. And I gave him a 9 out of 10. Schmidt, like new girl.
Is he Jewish? I just had to think about that for a second because that last name is sounding super Jewish. And he's from California.
He is from California. Google doesn't have the answer ready for me.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes.
It's okay. I was going to say possibility. We're going with yes.
It's a dub for the Jews.
It's a dub for the Jews. Overall, we're going to give him a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Yeah. We love a good Casey Schmidt.
We love Casey Schmidt.
Okay.
All right.
Now we have our quick little story time from our college softball days. And this week, we just wanted to tell you about a little thing we like to call running.
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 I really thought you were going to go conditioning with that. Sorry.
But I wanted to like use a different adjective.
I know.
Because I feel like that.
We weren't on the same wavelength with that one.
A little thing we like to call
running. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Conditioning.
So obviously as a college athlete, you condition. And it is the one thing of college athletics that make me want to absolutely off myself.
Oh my God, it was horrible. It was
horrible.
I think this is how we should start this story time.
Okay.
I want you to just pause.
Pausing.
And I want you to think back in the depths of your mind.
Oh.
And I want you, it's dark. It's a dark, dark hole back there. Yeah. But I need you to pull something out of there.
Yeah.
I want you to pull out in your mind the worst conditioning session that we had in college. Because I have 2 in my head, but I'm going to give you the one that I think was the worst.
Okay. And I'm not going to lie to you. They're all like, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. They're like blocked from my mind. Like I don't remember them vividly.
Yeah, it's interesting. Something about like when you're actually doing the conditioning, like your brain literally does not process it. So like a lot of the details are very fuzzy.
No, it's very fuzzy.
But
what comes to mind is there was a time where our sweet, sweet coach, that was sarcasm, invited military men. 3 of them. To come and run our conditioning. So what we did that day was military grade running and conditioning.
Yeah.
What I remember, Catherine, is us holding 2 metal boxes by our side.
Ammo cans.
Were they ammo cans?
They were ammo cans.
2 ammo cans, 1 in each hand. I think they were 20 pounds each. Running like a chicken with their head cut off around the little field. Okay? I've never wanted to join the Army less. Don't put me in the draft. You don't want me in the draft.
No, you don't.
It was horrible. And it wasn't just that. Like, it was a station situation. So one of them was holding the ammo cans and running in W's, which is foul pole to second base to outfield to whatever.
Yeah.
This whole disgusting situation.
Yeah.
And then another thing was there was some sort of crawling, like crawling up a hill backwards. Remember we were like out in the outfield?
Oh yeah,
and we like bear crawled backwards up a hill like 10 times in a row.
Yeah.
What else did we do?
I feel like people got just so creative with it. Like the one that I was thinking of that I thought was the worst was freshman year when we duck walked across the entire football field. We went from end zone to end zone in a catcher's squat walking. And like you think, oh, cute, like that's fun and different. I want you to try that and report back because it's god awful.
I've never been in more pain post a workout than after those. Like I vividly remember how much pain I was in.
And I remember also we would do stadiums a lot, like running up and down the stairs and one of our teammates had to push another one of our teammates' ass up the stairs. She literally had both of her hands on her ass cheeks, pushing her up because you cannot stop.
You can't stop because if one person on the team stops, the whole team does it again.
Yeah.
So I remember that too. That girl literally grabbed her ass and made her finish. Yeah, because she didn't want to run again. She's like, you're fucking making it.
Yeah. The shit got intense.
And that happened a lot. Like that wasn't just a one-time thing where we had to like make sure our teammates finished.
Yeah, no. Yes, and like so moving into another thing with the conditioning, like it culminated during the running test that we would take. And we would always fucking take this running test after we got back from winter break. So you're chilling, enjoying food and family time, and you come back and it's fucking
10
hell.
10 pounds heavier with all the cookies and Kugel in your belly.
Cookies and Kugel.
Cookies and Kugel.
That should be a saying. That's wonderful.
Cookies and Kugel.
Cookies and Kugel.
New merch.
Cookies and Kugel.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you get on this line and you have to run 60 yards in like 6 seconds, or I forget the exact thing, but there was a line and you had to run through the line. If you did not run through the line, you had to run it again.
Yeah.
And again and again. And there was a day where we had to run it several times because people weren't running through the line.
Yeah. And now it's unlocking like things in my brain. There was one time because we did that running test probably like over 20 times in the 4 years that we did it. There was one time we did it in like the frigid cold.
Oh my God.
Because we would do this test, you guys, at like 6 a.m. when our conditioning time was 6 a.m. So we'd be on the field at 5:45 stretching.
Yeah.
6 a.m. It was like in the winter, like you said, it was probably 33 degrees max.
Yeah.
And we were doing these sprints with our sweatpants on, gloves on, hoods over our faces, sprinting in the night.
Just
it was horrible. And then if you didn't pass the test, you had to do it again.
Yeah.
And there were girls that I was an average runner. She was faster than me.
Not by much.
Not by much, but she was. Wait. Let me pivot from conditioning.
What?
Have we told the story? Yeah, maybe we have. Just of you running in the games.
I don't want to. I was just like, I don't even know what was wrong with
She
me.
was fast, but she was like a deer in headlights. Like, I'm just gonna run until like the ball comes my way.
It was awful. It was so bad, dude. And I don't know. I didn't want that job. I want to please put this out here to all my ex-teammates, ex-coaches, everyone. I didn't want to do that, but that was my one calling, and I was sure as hell gonna take it. But literally, when I would get out there, I would get so nervous because I'm like, oh, it's my time. It's my time. And I would see it was like just a plain single. I'm like, oh, double? Like running so fucking.
And then you would get out like most of the time, and she would rip you a new one.
Yes.
But at least you got on the field. That's exciting for you. As a bench rider, it is exciting to take step on the field.
Yeah. It is.
I just like was imagining you because you had quick little feet. I just didn't imagine. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
I'm sad.
So yeah, a lot of our I know. You know, we don't have to talk about running anymore. I'm in a walking era now.
Yeah, we're in our walking era. We're in our 12-3-30 era.
That's it. 12-3-30. Or we go outside now and like I'll run. We do a thing where we run for like a song, which is literally 3 minutes, and then we walk the next hour.
But it's such a good little tempo, I feel.
But I feel just so scarred from conditioning that I will not run on purpose ever again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
And I like it that way.
Okay, so here's what I have to preface after our story, okay? Our next segment is supposed to be impress your boyfriend.
Yeah.
However, the two things I had on here have come and gone.
Yeah, they have.
The first thing I was going to tell you about was the Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou fight.
Yeah.
That already happened. Fury won. However, he definitely should have won. If anyone out there is watching this and watched the fight, you know that Ngannou was kicking his ass. And this is interesting to me.
Okay.
About that fight, if you're still talking with your boyfriend about it. Francis Ngannou was not a boxer. He has never boxed before in his life.
Really?
He was only in the MMA, like, which if you don't know is different. MMA is like, it's like cage fighting. It's not, boxing is very old sport. It's very like just with your hands.
Yeah.
But MMA is like you can kick, you can jump,
Full
body experience. You can grab his dick. So it was interesting because people are like, wow, like Francis Ngannou is actually like a good boxer.
You are such a like fight girl now.
I don't know why. It's actually I enjoy it. I would love to watch a fight with you, like just you and me.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to have to go.
Obsessed with me.
I'm going to go now.
Okay. Thanks for riding.
I feel like I give the wrong impression, but I also don't like it.
I would love to watch a fight with you.
That was me asking her on a date just now.
It's fine.
how to go.
It's fine with me.
Anyway, okay, or with other people present. I just think you would enjoy it if we like really sat down and watched.
Okay, I cannot wait.
Plus, it's men beating up other men. Like, you deserve that.
I do deserve that.
Yeah.
What a treat.
And with that,
we ride.
We ride, guys. It's so fun being back. We'll try to be more consistent.
Yeah, sorry. Our bad. Talk to you later.
Love you guys.
Bye.